Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friday morning's messages of love from above. And I'm excited to see what Spirit brings through for us today in today's messages. Before we get into those, though, I do want to send unconditional love out to the world. So if you'd like to join me, either if you're watching live or on replay, we can all join together outside of space and time to magnify this love to the world. So I'm going to take a big deep breath and come back to right here, right now. And just allow that love to flow into our heart, fill us up, and flow out to the world, surrounding the planet in beautiful, beautiful, unconditional love, sparking any heart that's ready to expand into more unconditional love. And if you yourself are in need of love in this moment for your heart, for your mind, for your body, for anything in the outside world, for loved ones, relationships, situations, whatever it may be, we send love to you right now as well. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you so much in joining me in doing that and allowing me the space for that as well. Before we get into the readings, of course, want to just make sure everyone that is new to my channel or new to these readings is aware every week I do have a giveaway on Mondays for personal recorded reading. For the next 3 weeks, it's going to be a 1 hour personal recorded reading. And then also in celebration of hitting 1,500 subscribers on YouTube, I'm also giving away uh, a total of 15-minute personal recorded readings, and I'm doing 5 each Monday. So for the next 3 Mondays, there's actually 5 of those. So if you want to check that out, let me just take a look here. There we go. There it is. That is the video for how you can sign up. And it actually, I put out a video each Tuesday for the next following Monday's drawing. So you can check that out. Also, my cup here, they had a pick a card that came out a couple days ago on what belief is asking to be transformed. So that is the link to that if you want to check it out. And also, I can't believe we're past a week into March already. But if you haven't checked out your March monthly, excuse me, here is the playlist for each individual zodiac sign. So that is what you can check out there. And that is what we have. So let me get my desktop all set up here. And we will get going here. So let me just focus on one thing at a time, and I'll probably be more productive. you know. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat that's wanting to escape, so we will let it. All right. And if you are new to my channel and uh, how the free readings work, basically the chat is the list. There's no special list. I just go in order, first come, first serve. So I start at the very top and just work my way down. Excuse me. I do like one to two card readings for the free readings to try to get through as many of the free readings as I can. But if anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange and I prioritize it. I step outside of the free reading list, complete those, go a little deeper into those than the others. And then once I'm done, I go back in order and move down the list. To make a donation, You can use the super chat at the bottom. YouTube does take a third of that for administrative fees. But if you want to make a donation another way, excuse me, you can use Venmo, Cash App, Square, or PayPal. All those links are at the in the pinned comment at the top or in the description box of the video. And that's how that works. So I like that. And I do have a donation. Thank you, Latoya, so much for your donation. So we will start off with you today. Hope everyone is doing well. And I am going to use the Good Tarot for today's readings. Like they're all great, you know, all the tarot are great. This one is just called the Good Tarot. All right, so Latoya, we'll take a look here. So we'll see here is this Taurus your twin flame? All right, so we'll find out that here. Okay, maybe watch that one. All right, so this is all about the relationship there. And then you want to know why Noel, while they're they keep playing games on your phone. All right, we'll take a look here. All right, well, that is short and sweet there. So let me just take a look here. So let's take a look here at Charles first here and see what we have. All right, and then this here. All right, all right. I don't see twin flame energy coming in here. I mean, they definitely are a soulmate. I have a pick a card around what like the difference between a soulmate, a soul partner, and a twin flame is. We don't always have a twin flame each lifetime. And let me see here. Let me just grab that here. Let me just pull this up here. I think I have it saved over here because, yeah, here it is. Because it's such an important question that comes up a lot in. Sometimes I go into it, but so here is the pick a card if you're interested. And that's for anyone that wants to check it out. If you want additional information, it actually is a pick a card too with messages from soulmate, soul partner, twin flame. But a twin flame is, you know, very much a challenge for us. They're a mirror that we cannot get away from, like we're chained to them. So I'm like, usually the twin flame journey, it's beautiful. It's a very close relationship, but it's like taking a master's class in a lifetime to really work through things that we want to experience and work through. So it's like, is it worth it? I don't know. But we have a ton of soulmates, which are, it could be our family, our friends, our workmates, our romantic partners, and all that. We have all these souls that we're all divine appointments to help us learn from each other and be mirrors for each other through life. But they're more like romantic ones. A soulmate would be more of a stepping stone to a soul partner, which a soul partner is someone that we're with the rest of our life. So the cards that come up here, I mean, we have the 10 of air here, which is the 10 of swords, the 10 of cups, and the 6 of pentacles. So this is, I feel like they're more of a soul mate, kind of a mirror. The 6 of pentacles is showing me that, like 3 pentacles on one side, 3 pentacles on the other, just reflecting back to these emotions and these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. So you have the mind and the heart coming in here with these reflections. Again, 10, 5 on each side, 5 on each side. There's all this mirroring type of energy that's coming in here. And so I feel like they are teaching you things, reflecting back to you as you are them. You have no idea what you're reflecting back to them, though, because that's what a mirror does, right? It just reflects. It doesn't think about or control it. You have no control over what they see when they look into you, as well as they don't know what you see when you look into them. So with all of that, you also have the King of Cups, which is this reflection here. The King of Water, the King of Cups rules over emotion, but all the kings are given air as well, which we just had 10 of Cups, 10 of air, right? And so this is this balancing energy. So the purpose that you guys are, in each other's lives. For you, it's learning that balance between heart and mind. And it's a beautiful balance. It's a strong one too, with getting both of those tens. Sorry, that spirit energy is already flowing. I no longer need my jacket. Woof. All right, there we go. So I really like this energy that's coming in here for you, because it's like a huge movement forward in your life. And it's like if you felt out of balance in one direction, this is huge coming in here, because you do have this the messenger of fire, which is the knight of wands in the standard tarot, which is the one of the fastest moving knights out of them all. So I feel like there's like a rush, like you're really moving fast forward in a lot of this energy. And all knights have a quest, and this one particularly quest after the Ace of Wands, which is stepping into your power, understanding that whatever you focus on is what grows and expands. Every moment is a choice. Every moment is a choice about what story we put to things, which is the air that we were talking about. Every moment is a choice of emotion of what we want to feel, which is all that water. And then here is the wands, which is whatever you focus on grows, like attracts like. So when you focus on what you're grateful for, more things to be grateful come in. When you focus on what you do want to have come in, it draws it more to you. Focus on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace and all that grows and expands. The awareness comes when we have a mirror of, you know, either we're doing it or we see someone else doing it. Like, maybe this um, Taurus will focus on what's missing in their life, what is in their life that they don't want. If they're like, oh, I don't have this, or oh, I don't want that, and or they fear what's will leave their life and then they repel it out of their life, or they fear what will come in and they draw it in. And so I feel like you are witnessing this by their attitudes, by what they're doing, and you're just like, ah, I see when they fear something, they draw it to them. And I don't want to do that. I'm going to make sure my energy is this. I feel like this beautiful mirror here for you, and it's a big, huge transformation. So I like that. So not so much a twin flame as a huge stepping stone, though. I don't feel like they'll be your like a soul partner. I feel like, and I don't, and not dissing them because this is where they're at in their life right now, and this is the agreement of what they've meant to be. It's like an example of what not to do, if you know what I mean. It's like, yeah, I don't want that, and those results they're getting, so I'm going to do different than they're doing. And I kind of feel like that's a lot of what they're there for you right now. Doesn't mean later that they'll, transform and change, but right now that's what they're bringing in. And then while Noel keeps playing games on your phone, you have the Ace of Air, which this is the Ace of Wands, which is an opportunity to see things from like a higher place. Allows you to connect to the capital teachers of the higher realm, which allows you to see things from a different perspective and cut away the small teachers that are rooted in fears of losing conditional love. So this game that they're playing, this it almost I want to say it irritates you into enlightenment. It's just like, oh my gosh, they just push you so hard in these thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that you're just like, okay, I'm done with this. This is just they it's like over the top that pushes you to this higher place, which I really like for you because it is opening up your mind, and you're just like, you just have enough of it. You're ready to see things from a different perspective because you're just like, you know what, this actions and this interactions I have with this person, it is enough. It's like, okay, I just want to go to a different, standpoint, a different way of looking at things. So I like it. So that's what they have for you, Latoya. Again, thank you so much for your donation, and appreciate that very much, and your comment too. Many, many blessings to you. All right. I think that is all I have for the donations right now. So we will head to the free readings. And first up, we have Spiritual Gifts Diva. You are, let me just make sure here. I didn't hit the live here. There we go. All right, perfect. You are very welcome. All right, Spiritual Gifts Diva. So what is Rishikesh thinking about you? Uh-oh, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around Rishikesh's thoughts about you? All right, all right. So the thinking here, we have the Sun card here, which is it's a very nice card to get, because it represents brightness and victory, and just shining, shining, shining bright. So they think of you in this way, that you shine bright, that you shine light into a lot of situations that you're going into. A lot of fire energy that's there. So it's good, right? They see you as this bright, bright light in the world that brings, beautiful warmth and growth. And without the sun, the all the planets and things would not have things grow on them, because they wouldn't be able to, because they would die, right? At least on the earth. And then they have this hermit card, so they see you as someone on this inner search, that's really looking into your own self and where you're going. And also they see you here with the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands, that you are changing these directions, or changing and making choices in your life, that you're taking off paths and you're going different directions. So I feel like with all of this coming in here, that they see your the possibilities, they see how much you can give, they see how you impact the world, uh, and they're not sure exactly where they would fit in. And I almost feel like they have this funny feeling inside of them, is what, I don't know if he calls it that. I have this funny feeling that you're going to be changing directions and heading off and going in somewhere else. And so I feel like they have this inkling inside of them that you're not going to be around in this area for much longer. And I feel like they feel like you guys are going to go in different paths. And they can kind of sense this, and they're kind of tentative, like, I don't want to, get super close, when I know they have this knowing that you guys are going to go in different directions. So that's what is coming through here. So that is what they have for you right now, Spiritual Gifts Diva. So many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. And hey, Rishi, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. So you'd like to know about the future of the relationship with your parents. And thanks for all your positive. Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad to be able to be here, and to just have a place for all of us to send out this beautiful energy to the world too. So I do see here, as far as your relationship with your parents, you have the High Priestess card, which is about you stepping back, connecting to the higher realms, going behind the veil, diving deep into your own emotions. And so I feel like you're continuing here to figure out, what is your relationship with yourself, and how is that reflected in the relationship with your parents? Like, where from the past, what was it showing about your relationship to yourself? And then you get to, of course, control where that goes. You have the King of Water here too, which is, the King of Cups, connecting to the highest love that's available within you, which is the unconditional love from the higher realms, That's what the King of Cups offers, is the chalice, the Holy Grail, which allows you to fill up with unconditional love and flow out. It is also the balancing of the emotions with the mind. And there is this duality that comes in here. The two is all about understanding your human side, that you've had, with, um, oops, sorry, it looks like that froze there for a sec. So there's this duality that comes in with the twos, and it's, realizing your human side has its emotions and its thinking that can be transformed with your higher self, the true being that you are, that has its thoughts and its emotions, and this beautiful transformation and coming together, and with all of that. So I feel like the future with your parents has to do so much about your future with yourself and the knowingness and that connection that you gain with your higher self. So I think I maybe have told you about the playlist that I have. There was a series last year called You Times Two, which is all about getting to know the two of us that are living this human experience. And it transforms us when we realize each moment is either of our fear, our human fear of losing conditional love, or of the unconditional love. And we experience both, but when you realize and you can step into this beautiful place of unconditional love, you can see clearly, oh, this is the fear that my human had, and that's why, this thing happened, or this is why, this is the fear they had, and this is why they acted the way they did. So that is what they have for you right now, Rishi. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the list here. And next up, we have VD Jalan. Hello, hello. Who are you in this moment? What is your energy? All right, let's take a look here and see what is going on with your energy. What does Spirit want you to know about your energy right now? Wow. What is going on with this? This King of Cups says, I feel like it's come out almost every single time. And I put him back in and I shuffle and it's all, it came flying out again. And you have the King and the Queen of Water here and the Magician. So some powerful cards here. You're balancing your masculine and your feminine energies regarding your emotions. She allows you to really super connect to your intuition. And the King of Water really balances both the heart and mind. But the Magician is a very strong divine masculine energy, which is not about sitting back waiting. This is about moving forward and initiating your energy, not waiting for things to come to you, but stepping forward and making things happen. So this energy you have around your emotions and the Magician is about whatever emotions are going on right now with your emotional energy. The Magician card is saying you don't have to sit in whatever emotion is going on in the moment. The Magician is action, it's fire, it's movement. So it's okay to feel whatever we're going to feel, but we don't have to live there. And that's what I feel like they're saying. If there's a stagnant emotion that you're feeling, it's time to move. It's time to go, all right, feel it and move beyond it, not just sit there and watch it go bad. It's like having a nice warm cup of coffee. And if you don't drink it, it's going to turn cold. It's going to turn room temperature and get gross. And over time, it's going to grow mold. And it's like, you don't want that. You want movement, 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 and action to come forward. So that's what they have for you right now, VD. Drink your coffee, which I'm going to do. So cheers. All right. So many blessings. Next up, we have Marie Jones. Hey, Marie. Hello, hello. And you would like a love reading for March? Absolutely. Let's take a look here and see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. All right. Well, you do have this time right now of love to really, dive in here, because you've got, all three of these cards basically are going to give you the same message here, reiterated, and close to the same way, because the high priestess is about stepping back, connecting to your higher love, and your dive deep into your emotions and go behind the veil to understand around love. What can you learn and grow around love? Queen of Earth, she's Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So really focusing in on yourself and your love, very much nurturing, because the Nine of Earth, the Nine of Pentacles, is an abundant card, but it's about you diving deep into you. Nine being the Hermit's journey. That's the number 9 in the major arcana. And so this is you going inward to find your worth and your wholeness and your completeness. So all three of these are about, it's a time of expanding your self-love, giving yourself the love that you've been looking for, because you out of everyone deserve that. You deserve to have that energy and that love. And so as you expand your self-love, that also, it's a win-win-win. I always say spirit shows that we can't love others more than to the extent we love ourselves, nor receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. So the more we expand our self-love, the more we open up the channels of future love for us too. And the more we raise our love vibration, the more we draw in faster to our next soul partnership that will expand. Because if I love myself this much, no matter how much love I want to send out, it just drips out. And no matter how much love someone wants to give me, it just drips in. But if I expand my self-love, it's like a Alaska pipeline, all this huge flow of love in and out to the physical world as well as inward. So that's what they have for you right now, Marie, for March. So many, many blessings to you. Enjoy that. It's an amazing experience for sure. You are welcome, Vidi. All right. So Sasha Modley, you are up next. Hello, hello. You're traveling to see next week. So how will they react and feel when they see you there? All right. Is this a surprise? Are you going to show up at their door? Knock, knock. Oh, hey. Let's take a look here. Okay, I feel like it's planned. So let's see here. So how will they react and feel? So reaction, we have the Strength card here, and the Strength card represents here this, connection that we have. This is our human self, and this is our higher self. And our human self goes in searching for its fulfillment in the outside world, that which it feels that's going to fill up its hunger and thirst, because that's what we're all taught to do. But it goes out and it eats and drinks of those things, and it still feels empty. And we end up turning inward eventually to our higher self, which gives us what we're looking for here. So I feel like their reaction isn't going to be what you're wanting. Not that they're going to be like, bah, or anything like that. It's just not going to be as much as you want it to be, as much as you feel like your heart wants it to be, because you turn inward, because it's like you're disappointed in their reaction. And even if they reacted with a parade, something inside it still would never be enough, because the outside world can't give us what we're truly looking for, which is inward. It's a connection to this unconditional love from above. Usually what humans can give us is conditional love. It's the way the world works, unless you come across like a guru who is embodying unconditional love, but they usually probably won't want a relationship because they're so connected to that love from above. So that's their reaction. Their feelings here, is all about balance. The Two of Pentacles is about balance in the outside world. You have the King of Cups, which is balancing heart and mind. So I feel like and this is why it's not a woohoo type of thing there. It's more of a like, hey, you're here, good to see you. Yeah. It's like there's like this picture in our mind, like we're given in romantic movies or whatever, like you spot each other across, and you just run to each other and, pick each other up in your arms and they swing you around and it's like the music is playing and woo, we're given this false picture of how life usually is. It's like, hey, oh, hi, type of thing. So don't want to burst your bubble. It'll be great. It'll be, but it's really clarifying for you of going, you know what? I thought I had such great expectations on what this was going to feel like and do. And no matter what they do, it's still going to feel like it just fell short a little bit, but it's for you so that you can realize what I'm looking for is on the inside. And when you find the love on the inside, it totally changes the outside world. Because when we're looking for this thing in the outside world, it always falls short. But when we find what we're looking for on the inside, everything everyone does is above and beyond abundance and overflowing. So it changes our whole world when we're eventually get tired of the outside world falling short. We turn inward and then we're like, oh, wow, look, the whole world changed. So that's what they have for you, Sasha. So hang in there. Much love to you. Still enjoy the trip. Maybe just bring your expectations down to nothing. And then, while you're waiting to go travel, just focus on that inner love. And then the whole trip could be different for you. So I like it. All right. So that's okay too. All right. Good. I'm glad. Many blessings to you. All right. Appreciate that, Sasha. You are very welcome, Marie. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. And Maju, you are up next. You'd like a love reading. All right. So I do want these two here. All right. Well, it's a good thing you wanted a love reading because you got love coming in here. How perfect is that? And you have the Queen of Fire. So I like this coming in here. This means you are moving closer and closer to this love that is headed your way. The Queen of Fire here, of course, is a very empowering card. I mean, this is your energy, you being able to focus and move things forward. Wherever you focus your energy is what grows and what expands. And you also have a great deal of connection with spirit because this queen, all the queens are given water, which normally she has a black cat on there in the standard tarot, which is your connection to the spirit world. And so as you're moving forward in around this subject of love, whatever you focus your energy on is what does grow and expand. Because she has her ace of wands there, which shows this is a very expansive time around love and also of your energy, which means whatever you manifest, whatever you focus on, it's like you have a supercharged manifestation powers during this time. So if you focus on what you do want, you focus on what you're grateful for, these things expand and bring your love vibration rises fast and it brings in love in fast ways. If we focus in on what we're missing, then that slows down the process, that lowers our love vibration. If we focus on what's in our life that we don't want or what we fear will come in and out, all that stuff lowers our vibration, and it basically, if you ever watch a movie and you can go frame by frame, it's like you can slow the speed of how it's playing. The lower the vibration, the slower the movie goes. The higher the vibration of love, the faster the movie goes. And so I really love this for you, is they're letting you know love is definitely coming. The speed of it, though, is based on what you're focusing on, which I love that. Thank God it's not in someone else's hands, right? So that's what they have for you, Manju. Many, many blessings for you. And self-love, you are up next. You like an angel message, and I actually have some angel guide oracle. So we're going to pull from there for you, self-love, and see what they have for you here. All right, here it is. Well, that is a good card to get. You got blessings and abundance coming in here. And who doesn't want that, right? So let's see what they have here to say to you. And it says, a light of blessings and abundance is being wrapped around you now, and your angels want you to know that they are supporting you. They are encouraging you to trust in your intuition and any other guidance that you're receiving at this time, as it will lead you toward tremendous growth and fulfillment. Many blessings are being showered upon your present situation. And if you have not yet experienced them, know that they will be revealed and shared in the perfect time space sequence. All the doors to abundance are now being opened to you. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to begin counting your blessings. Then you will be open to receiving even more of them. Abundance is the spiritual reward for trusting and sharing our gifts and talents. When we align our choices and actions with the highest good, we will be blessed with opportunities. At this time, you are in a place of deep spiritual connection and strength, and you're being given the opportunity to feel spiritually rich. Cha-ching! Even if you are feeling sensitive or overwhelmed, the veil between this realm and heaven is thin for you, and you have light and support all around you. If you have any concerns about finances or assets, know that the hand of the Creator is guiding your situation to a blessed outcome. Trust in your talents and the angels who are supporting you. I like it. What a great message. Boom, boom, right? Ching, ching, drop the mic. So that's what they have for you, self love. And I like that message for you. So many blessings and love to you. All right. And Ms. Dra, you are up. You'd also like an angel message. So we kept these over here. And let's see what they have for you. All right. And beautiful cards. I just really like these. So you have learning experience, and it reminds me so much of the Hermit card, especially with the lantern and the guiding you through this wonderful, wonderful, well, of course, learning experience, but on your path. And it says you have dedicated a lot of your time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world, and have had many experiences recently that have been great teachers, right? Even though not everything has been easy or perceived as perfect, there has been a positive in that you have come to understand yourself, your gifts, and your abilities better than ever. You're deeply connected to who you are, what you stand for, and what's important to you in life. And when this card appears for you, angels are acknowledging the challenges and the obstacles you have surmounted recently. Although it may have been a difficult time for you, your faith and inner strength have increased. Know that the cloud has a silver lining, and you will soon have moved beyond the feeling of being stuck or unsupported. I like it. The extended message says, excuse me, inner peace and a sense of security come from overcoming hardships. Without the challenge that life has presented to you, you wouldn't be the person you are today. This is a time for you to reflect on the incredible strength you have. No matter what has gone wrong for you, you've made your way through the darkness and into the light. When this card appears for you, your angel guide is inviting you to ask yourself, what have I learned from this? And this card represents the teacher you have within, and through integrity and connection, you'll be able to find a message within the mystery. If you're still facing challenges, you're being encouraged to keep going and trust that the worst will soon be over. The light at the end of the tunnel is you. I like it. What a powerful message here. And I really feel, so much we go through so much in life, and we feel like no one even notices this, but your angels, which are around you 24/7, your guardian angel, your angels, your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, all a slew of a multitude of beings of unconditional love and light. You have an audience 24/7, and they're always applauding and sending you love and recognizing. They're all waiting, high fives, high tens even. They're like, all right, come go around the room and high five and high ten everyone, because they definitely are so proud of the things you've overcome, the things that you're able to work through. And you have a great performance record. 100% of everything that you have faced, you've overcome, or you wouldn't be watching this video right now. So I like that for you, Ms. Draw. So high five to you. Many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list here. And Stella, you're up next. So the next week's reading, please. Let me just take a quick sip. All right. So what does Spirit want you to know about next week? All right. Do you want to that one? What else? And that one. All right. All right. All right. All right. I like this. The Ten of Air is you have had it with trying to please everybody all the time. The Ten of Swords is like you're letting go and ending a new beginning of trying to live up to these expectations out of fear of losing conditional love. You're like, you know what? I am done. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. Because you have the Queen of Earth too, which is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. You're like, it's time for me to choose me, give myself what I am wanting. And, because when I try to please everyone, it's just never, ever, ever enough. Or they're like, oh, thank you. And then they want more a moment later. You're just like, oh, gosh. So I like this because the Seven of Water, the Seven of Cups, is showing you for your reading that you have all these emotional options of yourself. And I feel like in the past, you would make choices for everyone else. Like, what I mean by that is, hey, where do you want to go to eat? Oh, where do you want to go to eat? Oh, I know this is your favorite restaurant. Let's go there. And you're like, even though and I don't even feel like you know what your favorite restaurant is or your favorite movie, or, I feel like you've been working on this, but I feel like it's just to this point of, I want to find out who I am. I want to see what's my favorite food? What's my favorite restaurant? What's my favorite movie? What's my favorite this? What's my favorite that? Because you've always given over your favor to everyone else and let them have precedence. The sacrificing type of energy that you've had from when you were really young. And this is a big, but where you're just like, I get to choose me. I get to choose. And then you're starting to, I almost feel like you might even go do things by yourself, like I'm going to go just order. If you don't want to eat in a restaurant by yourself, you just order takeout these days, right? You just go and then you go and you're like, yeah, nah. And then you're like, oh my God, okay, this is one of my favorite restaurants. So when people go, where do you want to go eat? You're going, I want to go eat there. I don't want to go there. Too bad. I get to choose this time. I really feel like it's that type of energy, which is good. You get to choose you, and I like that for you. That's what Spirit is encouraging you, is you get to be a, a star, a co-star in the movie, not a supporting character. You get to be a main character, and I like that. So that's what they have for you, Stella. So many blessings for you. And Rose, you are up next. So will he take any action towards you? Whoa, let's take a look here and see what the Spirit wants you to know. Well, it seems to be here that you're going to be getting with the Queen of Air. Air can be thought and belief, but it's also communication. And I feel like there's going to be some balanced communication coming in because she rolls over air, but also gets water. So there's this balanced approach that's coming between heart and mind coming in here for him. And the seven of earth normally means wait, and there's waiting and there's waiting. Things are going to take time to unfold. It's, the last thing that grows on a fruit tree is the fruit. And you have the Ace of Cups coming in. So I feel like they are figuring things out and balancing things out. And eventually they will take action towards you. But I feel like it's going slow because you have the Ace of Water, the Ace of Cups, which represents the Holy Grail, the chalice, higher love. And whenever we're having around a relationship, when a patience card comes up, usually the message is, self-love. The more we work on our self-love, the faster things speed up. The season, you know, ends, like winter ends and spring comes earlier. The more we work on self-love, because I was talking a little just a moment ago about raising our love vibration. When we focus on our self-love and the higher love, it expands our self-love and it draws things to us faster. When we have a lower vibrational love, which is usually when we're looking to the outside world and our self-love is smaller and vibrating lower, we draw in the old stuff that we didn't want, and it slows love coming in. So especially the Ace of Cups representing the connection to the higher realms and the self-love really is this message of focus on that inner love. And this is um, the kind of conduit. And we can't love others more than we love ourselves, or receive love from others more than we love ourselves either. So it's a win-win, win-win, win. And I paused there for a second because Spirit was, they took your question and reversed it back to you. When will you take action towards you? So I like that for you, Rose. So it's, when are you going to take action towards loving yourself? And I like it. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. Much love to you. We'll continue moving down the list. And Daisy, hello, hello. Love and light to you. So, what does your future self want to tell you about your career path? You don't know what they're going to do, but hopefully they're living the life. All right, let's see here. What does your future self want to tell your present self around career? All right. Wow, okay. Excuse me. So they are living the life. Three of Cups represents joy, celebration, and they're loving life. So they definitely here living and loving life. And the love card here represents emotional choice. Since we're talking about career, it's a reminder that every moment we get to choose what emotional experience we want to have with whatever's happening in our world. And so I feel like they're saying that you really get this down. You are learning your habit of what you choose in each moment is up to you and what you expand. And so, like with you, when you choose joy in the moment, you get to feel joy. And if you want to choose something else, you get to choose that too. There's neither's right, neither's wrong. They just feel different. But I love the power that they're saying is like, I am, living life in the moment and enjoying what I'm doing, but it's by choice. It's not because of what I'm doing that I'm joyful. I am joyful because I'm choosing joy for no reason at all, and no one can take it from me. I can choose to be happy with whatever. Now, I know that we are all taught a lot of opinion about how we're supposed to feel about something when we're going through it, but that doesn't mean that we don't have to do it. We can be a rebel and we can be like, you know what? I know that the popular thing to do in this moment is to cry, but I'm going to laugh. Boom, and I really like this. energy of your future self that's like, you've grasped it, you've learned it, and you're practicing it, and you're just like, I'm living life and I'm loving life because it's my choice to do so, regardless of what the outside world is telling me or um, has a supposed to around it. So I like it for you, Daisy. Your future self is as snarky and fun as you are right now, if not multiplied. So many blessings to you. I like it. All right. And next up, we have Princess Pinky. And you like the outcome of your friendship with Pisces. So, what does Spirit want you to know here? All right. Ooh, how mysterious. Well, that makes sense. Moon, a lot of Pisces energy, with the because it's water and deep diving into the emotions and coming up. And so Pisces is being Pisces in your friendship for sure. And they're saying, have patience. Things do unfold and transform and throughout here. I mean, you got two major arcana, which things move and go forward. Very balanced energy with the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like it is a solid foundation type of friendship, and I feel like it takes time to kind of balance and work things out, because the Pisces energy is very dreamy. I know I have a stellium, which is four or more planets or astral, bodies in it, and we can be woo 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 way out there. That's where a lot of psychic connection comes from because the Pisces energy can be so heavenly minded that they're earthly absent. And sometimes the dreaminess and the connection and the spirituality and stuff seems so different than the human world that it feels like you're like, I can't even communicate with you. Um, but this balancing coming in here is great because it's the higher realm coming down and to to the human realm, and so they are connecting, and I feel like you are helping them with this connection because you're helping them transform and bring this energy to the planet too. So I feel like they're helping connect you to the higher realms and the dreaminess, and you're helping ground them. So it's a great friendship because they won't drift out into space and you won't sink into the earth. And so it's a very positive friendship, but I feel like friendship is as much as it goes here with these cards. So that's what they have for you, Princess Pinky. So many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the list here. And Billy, hello. Should you cancel it or keep it? So what we'll do here, um, Spirit doesn't have shoulds, and so they're going to give you, if you cancel it or you keep it, they're going to give you two cards with the energy, and then you get to choose which one aligns with the energy that you want to feel. So if you cancel it, the Ace of Water here is the Ace of Cups. It's a like it's usually, I mean, it's like a love card. It's a new love, a new brighter. It's a very positive card. We'll just put it that way. And then if you keep it, you do have the patience card, which is about it takes a long time for something to convert, something to transform, because this is about they have the usually it's two cups and they're doing this alchemy going back and forth, and each time it pours it slowly transforms more and more and more to gold, but it takes a long time for that to unfold. So I mean, out of the two, I mean, so those are the two energies. You have something that feels brand new and it opens up space for this new experience, and if you keep it, it just is going to be a long, drawn out process before you get any benefit from it. Those are the two energies they have for you, Billy. So, what's that song? Should I stay or should I go? If I stay, there will be trouble. If I go, there will be double. But that's not the energy of this one. Of course, it's almost opposite, right? So that's what they have. So many, many blessings to you, Billy. And we're moving on down the list. And SK, thank you so much. And thank you for liking. That's a great reminder for me. I get so caught up in the readings that I don't thank you guys enough for all the thumbs up that you give the video. It does help spread the Zen love. So thank you guys so much for selecting and clicking that like button, because it does help spread. YouTube likes to, it looks at the likes and it shares it more with other people. So thank you for being part of the love tsunami. I really appreciate that. All right, SK, and what will happen next between you and your Aries, according to your guides? All right, so let's see. What do your guides want you to know? What's going to happen next between you two? All right. Well, I do feel here, the Magician and the Three of Fire, the Three of Wands here, is that you take a different direction. The Magician card is about you stepping forward in your divine masculine energy, which we all have divine masculine and feminine regardless of how we identify, but it's you stepping into your power. And the Three of Wands is you're taking an off ramp and going in a different direction because you're seeing something here with the Star card, something that's more in alignment with your wish fulfillment takes you in this other direction. So it's like you go off in this direction. And I like that for you, because it does feel like this Aries doesn't necessarily bring you what you're truly wanting. It seems like, almost feels like it might be settling for this Aries, for you, like if you would be settling, especially when you see this bright, it's like you see a bright shiny thing, which is a star, right? You're like, yeah, I see like where this could go, and stuff. You're like, holy cow, what's that? It's like it totally takes you, and you're like, all right, nice seeing you, pshoom, and you're like head off in this direction for something that's more in alignment with your higher self and with your journey. So I like it for you because it's obviously more in alignment for your journey. So that is what they have for you right now. SK. So many blessings to you. Hey, Samia Rao, good to see you. Hello, hello. And you'd like a career reading for this month. All right. Let's see what else. All right. 2 and 2. Let's see what these are here together. All right. All right. So you do have the Six of Fire. The Six of Wands represents victory. It represents being seen and being recognized. That brings you this new emotion, this new joy, this new kind of self-love. I feel like you're being recognized, and it just allows you to see your abilities here in this month. So I feel like you're really getting in tune with and it's even self-recognition in ways too here, where you just feel excited about what you're doing here. You also have the Hermit card and the Magician, which is like totally opposite energies, but it's like the Hermit is being restrictive and being back within yourself and on your own inner journey, and the Magician is all about movement forward and action. And so I feel like whatever you have going on this month, I just feel like you're on this inner reflection, you're figuring out what you want to do, and you're really kind of stepping away from a lot of your validation in the outside world. I feel like you're really stepping inward, going, what do I want? What do I want to do? And this energy is coming in here. I mean, you've got two number ones. You have the Ace and the Magician, which is new beginnings and stepping forward and really putting your energy forward, and then you have the this inner recognition or recognition from spirit. And I feel like there's this transformation that's happening where you're caring less and less and less about what people on the outside say about you, about your job and your performance and that type of thing. And you're going, what does success mean for me? What do I want? And I feel like you're just shaking loose of trying to live up to everyone else's expectations, even the companies. We can get so caught up in performing and trying to meet goals and trying to get raises and get positions that we lose our health, we lose our peace, we lose so much. And when we realize, you know what, I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the job I want to do. And if it doesn't meet up, then maybe I'll go find a new job. It's really you stepping into your power and what you're wanting to do. There's this beautiful energy. Of course, we're moving into Aries season, which is about transformation and moving into releasing the old and moving into the new. And so it's a huge energy that you can use during this time. There's even a new moon on uh, the day that we are going into the spring equinox and fall equinox, and moving from Pisces to Aries. So there's all this energy coming in here for you. So I do like that for you, Samya. So many blessings to you. All right, Rhonda, can you get what is coming up for the weekend? Oops, sorry, I went totally past Skyfalls. I highlighted you to scroll down and then went up. So Rhonda, uno momento, I'll be right with you. So Skyfalls, a general reading. All right. That is popping right out there. Let's see what else. All right. These two. Wow, that came out again. Wow. So you've got some stuff going on here. You got 3 major arcana. You got the Tower card, you got the Temptation card, and then the Star card. Oh my gosh, 15, 16, 17. Okay, yep. I know, got to put them in order, right? So the Temptation card, of course, is the Shadow card or the Devil card, which means you've really been having your cage rattled lately, but it's been for you to really see things about your life, some questioning, some old beliefs that you've had all along, and it's just really pushing forward for you to really face it and really look at it, because the 16, the Tower, is that things have been being moved out of your life on purpose for a purpose and being brought in to your life on purpose for a purpose. And that's part of this journey that's happening here, is that it's like a purging. There's things happening in your life that no longer serve you. And oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. I'm like, hopefully you can still hear me, right? Okay, good. So the that they're happening in order is a message of trusting the process, knowing that everything unfolds on purpose for a purpose, which brings you to your Star card. It's a balancing energy, it's Aquarian energy, it's connecting to your higher self energy, it's a hope energy, and a wishing upon a star energy. And all of this rattling and shaking of things has to do with what is your dream? What does it mean? What does success mean? What does fulfillment mean? Who am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to be? What am I supposed to do? All these rules are been shaking, and I feel like you're at this wonderful pivotal point in your life where you're just really ready to let stuff go. You're just, there comes a point in our life where our fears get outweighed by the ugly feeling of not being ourselves, where we're ready just to chunk everything and start fresh. And I kind of feel like you're at this point. And it's totally designed. I don't, sometimes we have a Saturn return where, which would be the Devil card energy, where I think it's every like 25 to 30 years, Saturn goes around. And as we go, because it takes so long for it to go around, within 5 years or so of it happening, we start to really, just our life just shakes and shakes and rattles. And it's kind of like a little mini midlife crisis that we're just like, why am I doing everything I'm doing? I'm not feeling fulfilled. I question all my beliefs around things. And I feel like that's where you're at. And it's positive for you. Um, because you have freedom on the other side of it, and just a breath of fresh air. So I like that for you, Skyfall. So that's what they have for you now. So many blessings to you. All right, Rhonda, thank you for your patience. What's coming up for the weekend? Let me see what you said here. You love the Pisces. When the dreaminess and stubborn to share with a Gemini. You love to dream and imagination. Oh, great. You gravitate to Pisces. You've loved 3 Pisces. I love that. If the sky falls, be kind. You're so funny. All right, very good. Thanks for all your comments there, Rhonda. And what is coming up for you this weekend? What does Spirit want you to know this weekend? All right, that one. What else? And that one. All right. And I feel like they also want to give you an Oracle of E. These are short and sweet ones. All right. So we're going to start off with your Oracle of E. I feel like I need to show you this for some reason. And then you have the Wrecking Ball. I know, well, that's good. You're going to swing into your weekend like a wrecking ball, like the song, right? It says, psst, just so you know, a wrecking ball is not necessarily a sign of destruction. It's more like a blessed invitation for brand new, exciting things to blossom. All you need to do is change your perspective. Let's get this renovation started. So, some definite energy here of renovation. Let's see what you have here. Yeah. Well, here you go. The Ace of Fire. Talk about Shazam, some new passion, some new desire, some new movement coming in here, really stepping into your power this weekend. So I like that energy coming in. And you have the Four of Earth, which is a stable outside world, but there's also this awareness with the Four of Earth, the Four of Pentacles, because the big lesson they bring us is that the outside world, when we use it to define our worth feels very unstable, because the 3 coins that we're told to define ourselves by are relationships, situations, and things. And all of those in the outside world are unstable, right? Because relationships, people change, people pass away, people walk away. So relationships are unstable to define our worth on, right? Situations like jobs and education and social status, just situations that we can get in, they never stay the same, so unstable. And then things, our bodies, our bank accounts, our possessions, they break down, they deteriorate, they blow up, they burn down, they're stolen. And so all that stuff can feel unstable. But what's great, where our stability comes in, is when we get tired of all those things, we turn inward and upward for that which is stable, which is the eternal, unconditional love of the spirit realm. It's eternal, never ends. That's pretty stable, right? And unconditional, nothing we can do to lose that love. So very stable. And so when we find the stability on the inside and we define ourselves by that, then we step into our power, which is this energy. And then we look at the world differently and we make different decisions. We, ignite things in our life, because when we define ourselves by the outside world, that's not self-worth. I call it retail price, because that's the value that we put on ourselves of what we're worth to others. And like retail is unstable, depends on the season, the person, what people are wanting. The spirit uses a lot the parka coat example. If you're a warm parka coat, if you're in northern Alaska during the winter, oh, you're priceless. You're probably marked up in price and you're in demand. So many people want that warm parka coat. But if you're that same parka coat on a tropical island on the equator during the summer, uh, I used to say that you end up on the blue light special Kmart 99% clearance rack, but now it's like you don't even make it to the clearance rack. They just send you directly, donate you to Goodwill. And that's the fickleness and the instability of the outside world for our worth. Um, Self worth comes from the capital S, inward and upward. So self worth versus retail price. So I love that this weekend for you because you're stepping more and more into your inner worth and you're carrying less and less and less about the outside world, which is sparking you into a new place in your life. So I like it for you, Rhonda. Many, many blessings to you. Lots of love to you. Yeah. Great blue light to Goodwill. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and what's great is that we don't define ourselves by we can still have relationships and things and um, jobs and careers and all that. We just look at them differently. They're above and beyond extra instead of defining ourselves by. So I like it. All right. So many blessings and much love to you, Rhonda. Kavita, hello. So you'd like a reading for next month. So for April, let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know? All right. And I feel like it's now into April. So if you meant this month, they actually are saying it doesn't matter. Like now through the end of March and into April, it's the same energy. So, oh, right, I know. Well, I like it for you though because you do have the hermit card, which is you are spending time, taking time for yourself, reflecting, connecting to the higher realms, allowing you to guide you on your path, which is really opening up things because you do have the world card too. So, two major arcana, which this is endings of significant cycles and new beginnings coming in, which you have also with the page of fire being new beginnings. So, new passion, new desire, new power that you're stepping into in this month, really guiding you. The page of fire, um, which is the page of wands, they really step into their power. Let me see if I can have it a little clear here, so you can see the magic and the transformation, the butterflies, and look at there's the world. Like, that's actually by the moon, but it's like this new world that's coming in and transforming for you because you're really realizing with this inner search how much co-creative power you have over your life, that you co-create your world by what you're focusing your energy on. Is it are you focusing on what you're grateful for? Are you focusing on what you do want? Are you connecting to the higher realms, unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace? That expands and that gets bigger. Or if we're ready for a little destruction, a little darkness, then we focus in on what we're missing in our life to bring in more missingness, or focusing on what's in our life that we don't want so we grow more of that. Drama. Let's have some drama. Well, if you want drama, then you focus on the drama and it just comes flooding in. When you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm ready for, what do they call it? Intermission. I'm ready for an intermission. I'm going to focus on this other for a while. Nothing wrong with either choice. They're just different. They bring you different experiences. So I really like that for you, Kavita. Very empowering month and a half coming up here for you. So I like it. All right. And LA. Hello, hello. You are up next. I'd like a general for this upcoming week. Absolutely. Let's see. All right. Well, there we go. Right off the bat. Wow, you got 12 and 13. And these are I've used these cards very much. But like I've had the 15, 16, 17 come out, you have the 12 and 13. So there is this beautiful transformation that's happening. This is the death and rebirth card. You have the hanged man, which is, kind of like a butterfly hanging upside down. There is this transformation that's happening here, and a big, significant one with it being two major arcana. This upcoming week, you really see things from a different perspective, hanging upside down. It's like you're seeing things from a butterfly perspective instead of a caterpillar perspective. So there's something significantly ending to bring you a significant new beginning, and you are all for it because you're like, you know what? I've had enough of the caterpillar life. I'm ready for the butterfly life. I'm ready to fly high and flutter and go places rather than crawl. You're ready to really um, have this movement happen um, this upcoming week. So just trust that whatever is ending is significant for you to bring a significant new beginning. The struggle that we go through, like the struggle that a butterfly goes through to get out of the cocoon, strengthens its wings so that it can fly. So just trust that whatever's been happening and is coming to this transformation is happening purposely for you, even though it may not unfold the way that you want it to. Um, you'll realize later, okay, this was for me. I needed to struggle to get out of this so that I'm stronger, so that I have these wing muscles. Because if someone cuts out a butterfly out of cocoon, the wing muscles, the struggle is what builds the wing muscles. And if you cut out a butterfly, it will never fly. It doesn't have the capacity. And so it's basically a caterpillar with wings and a little more struggle that allows you to move into that butterfly mode. So I like that for you, LA. Oh no, no, no. I feel like this is it's an opportunity for you to have a renewal about life. I don't have that energy coming through there at all for you. I feel like you get a new perspective on life. You get to transform, and see things differently, which that does. When we have a scare or if we have a challenge, when you get to the other side of it, which I feel like if they do, no, you need a Xanax. If you do, it's like you do make it to the other side of it, and you have a renewed, different perspective of life. So even if they give you a positive that you do, and you're going to go through treatment, you're going to come out at the other side of it so much stronger, and also a new lease on life, and you see it completely differently than you did before, right? Um, because it's, a lot of our fears is what our bodies are amazing, amazing healing machines. When we go into fear and we have a perpetual life of fear, our body doesn't get to have it running at its full capacity. And that's why we have things. But when we release ourselves from fear and we step more into unconditional love on a consistent basis, our body is like I said, it's amazing self-healing machine. There's a beautiful, I think it's called Heal. You might even check it on like Netflix or Hulu or something. But it's a beautiful because it's talks so much about how our bodies, how amazing it is, and it's stepping out of fear is what allows it to do its thing too. Yeah, I know, right? But it's a great, rewatch the reading after you after the Xanax kicks in because it is a very transformational. It's like you get through it, you get through any struggle, and you just come out the other side so strong and so beautiful, with, like I said, a whole new lease and perspective on life that changes your world. So I don't I don't feel like it's not a physical death. It is a transformational rebirth. We'll call it that. You're so funny, LA. Okay, please do. We'll send you lots and lots of love. Just try to breathe. Come back. Come back. All All right. Many blessings and love to you, LA. You're so funny. All right. So, Abhisek, you are up next. How does Arpita feel about you? Let's take a look here. And we are at just a little past the top of the hour, which I like to just do a quick service and public service announcement that if you're new to my these readings, I am on usually for 2 hours, so I'll be on for about 45 more minutes. I do go in order, first come, first serve in the free readings. And if you want to prioritize your reading, I do honor donations on the energy exchange, and I do step out of the free readings, complete those. I go deeper into the donation readings too. And then I go back into the free readings and try to get through as many as I can. I had been going into super lightning round mode in the last 15 minutes, but I've actually had a lot of people that have unsubscribed. And so I'm taking that as a message that people don't like that. So I'm going to continue to do it as I had done before, doing the lightning round in the last 15, and try to get through as many as I can. I don't normally get to the bottom of the list, though. So that's the public service message. Now back to the regular scheduled program. All right, Abhisek, so how do they feel about you here? Well, there's definitely a lot of emotion here because we've got the moon card, which is huge emotional energy, and the page of water, which is, new emotion, new, deeper emotion coming in here. I mean, we've got all the water energy. So I feel like there are some deep emotions that are there. And with this page of water, I feel like they're coming to the surface. The moon energy can be, because the tide comes in, the tide goes out. And I feel like that might be your experience with them, as it almost feels like a rubber band, which is with the ebb and the flow of the tides. The moon is what pulls the tide in, and then it goes out, and then it pulls it in. And I feel like they kind of are like they get close and they share a little bit, and then they move away, and they're in and they're out, and they're in and out like a rubber band. And you're like, oh my gosh, can you make up your mind? But just allow it to be what it is. It's how their emotions have to work and how it has to unfold. Definitely some deep emotions there. But they're working things out emotionally too, within their subconscious and their lower deep emotions. And it allows them, the more that they're able to go in and share some emotion, and then they run away. It's like, they've had some pain in the past, they've had rejection in the past, and abandonment, all the stuff that we carry from childhood too. And they need to be able to test it and test it to trust. And eventually, it's like, I don't know whether show me feeding a stray cat. Probably more a stray dog. Cats, you feed them once and they're meowing on the screen wanting more food. A dog, sometimes you have to gain its trust, and that's kind of, I feel like, what is going on right now with them. So that's what they have for you, Abhisek. So many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the list. Hey, and we have Soul meets Zoe to the E. Zoe, what messages does Spirit have for you regarding your spiritual development class and upcoming progress? All right, let's take a look here. Okay, they actually want you to have an enchanted map oracle card. So this is all about your future path. So let's see what they have here for you, Zoe. All right. And literally, you have a path card here, and it says rock bottom, but I actually saw it as this way, like right side up. So seeing things, and I feel like you're seeing all these different perspectives, right? So I like this. So let's take a look here. Let's see what message comes in. Yeah. So the little quote for it says, surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you might have reached a point where where you can go no further in the same manner in which you had been doing things. This is perfect. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things is being discarded fully in order to move onward and upward. So, this is perfect. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let go completely. So I like this for you because the spiritual development class, I feel, is like letting go of everything that you know, and just be open as you do. And of course, upward movement for sure. Um, these have reversal meanings too, which I like to read in case they resonate. Um, and so this card also represents, it's a symbol of addiction in all forms, subtle or obvious. So doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results will never provide you with what you desire. So at this moment, there is nowhere else to go, and you're facing the end of the road. If you fear change, be willing to change. Surrender your wants to a higher power. Ask for truth and allow humility to be your guiding force from within. You will always get what you need. You are only a victim of your perceptions. So take heart because you can't sink any further. The only way to go from here is up, and wondrous things await you. So I don't feel like you're at a rock bottom currently. You might have been in one before, which is where in your spiritual journey originally started. But I feel like these are encouraging you that you're just going up and like upcoming progress. There's no other way but up for you. So I like that for you too. So it's a very positive energy that I'm feeling from it all. So I like it for you, Zoe. So that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. All right, Brenda. Hello, hello. So you want to know, did Jai and you have any past connections? Are you sharing any karmic accounts? Is that what we do? We like when we get married, we have a joint checking account. We have joint karmic accounts. Let's take a look here. What does Spirit want you to know around this connection here? I don't. I'm not feeling like a past connection, um, like the karmic sharing of accounts. The Hermit shows independent accounts. I feel like you do have past connections. I feel like you guys have, a lot of our people we interact with. We'll do a lot of soul groups where we'll take on different positions and different, um, you know, characters in different lifetimes and karma the way spirit has showed me is that it's not so much like we have to make up for something that we did in a previous life. It's more of a we're curious and we want to see things from different perspectives. So like let's say in a past lifetime, you passed away early and you were the husband and they were the spouse, the wife, and you know um, so because you experienced it from that side, you wanted to experience it from the other side, and so did they. And so you agree, hey, let's do it again, you know, in this lifetime, but let's switch. And they're like, yeah, let's do that. That's how excited we are up there. I know down here we're like, why did I want this to happen? Why is this happening to me? But when we really look into why did I want this to happen for me? Why did I ask for this to happen for me? Then we start learning things, right? And so I feel like with the Hermit card here, this is definitely saying that this is your choice, this is your journey that you chose, and that it's not, like a punishment or a making up or a clearing of old energies. It's adventure, it's experience. Because you have the Four of Air, which is the Four of Swords, which is peace of mind. And this is about looking at things from a higher perspective. Usually, they show someone sleeping on the Ace of Swords with the Three Swords on the wall, which is the expectations card, the heartbreak card. And with the Four of Air, it is about us connecting to the capital T truths of the higher realm. Again, seeing things from that higher perspective. Why did I want this to happen for me? Then we look at the heartbreak, and we look at um, the disappointments and everything we have around expectations. We realize, oh, okay, so I wanted to experience feeling this way, but why? And so we take on a responsibility for our journey, that people aren't doing things to us, that these appointments, these divine appointments, them, even your daughter, your in-laws, your parents, siblings, friends, co-workers, whatever, these are all souls that before we came down here chose, saying, okay, this is the experience I want. So who's going to be a douchebag to me? Who's going to be, mean to me and say these things so that I see it and I experience it? And we're all like, okay, we will, but we, can you be this to me? And like, yeah, all right. And so all that is veiled, all the subconscious stuff that's driving us to act certain ways and do certain things in the beginning. But then we have this eye-opening experience. And when we connect to the higher realm, we get to see things from that perspective and go, okay, I no longer have to be this person, this character. I get to transform in my life. So I feel like that is what they want you to know right now, Brenda. So thanks for asking that question. Beautiful information. All right. So many blessings. So Mira, you are up next. You want to know what your future spouse um, will choose to be with you. All right. Let's take a look here. So let's see what Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your relationship with the future spouse here. Well, there's a lot of fire here and a lot of new direction too. So the relationship that you have with your future spouse, I feel, is so different and new to anything that you had previously thought it would be, because you have the Three of Wands, which is a change of direction, a change of how you're perceiving things, where you're investing your energy, because the Page of Fire is new passion as well. So it's a new type of approach to a relationship and experience. Like I said, you have a lot of maybe preconceived ideas on what a relationship should be and is supposed to be and need to be. And this is showing that they take you in a totally different direction on that is different from your mindset and everything that you feel like you've been told and conditioned with, and they just take you in this direction, which is good. I mean, it's not like oh no, it's like you got the fire, you've got the adventure kind of feel for it. I almost feel like with that Three of Wands too, I feel like they take you to a different city, to a different country, to a different um, not a different planet. I guess that's a different continent, even. They just take you away on an adventure that you never thought that you would experience. And in the beginning, you're like, oh, I don't know. How am I going to fit in this country? I don't speak their language. Then you're like, you know what? Let's make it an adventure. And you do. So I like that for you, Mira. So that's what they have for you right now. So many, many blessings to you. We'll continue moving down the list. We have Butterfly. Hey, hello, hello. So you'd like a general. So let's take a look here and see what the Spirit wants you to know right now. That's a lot of cards there. Let me just reshuffle these. Wow, you got a lot of fire coming in here too. So you have the messenger of fire, which is the knight of fire, fastest moving horse out of them all. But they're in pursuit of the ace of wands, which here you are ruling over the wands, which shows that you are really stepping into your power. You're really understanding the ability you have to control so much in your world. You're co-creating it, and whatever you focus on is what grows and expands in your life. The king of fire can represent really connecting to your higher self as well, because it's the highest spiritual energy that you can experience, which of course would be your higher self in connection to the spirit world. So there is this movement, the stepping in, deciding for yourself where you want to invest your energy, what you're wanting to do and expand in your life. And this knowledge that comes in with the king of fire is the huge piece of whatever, like attracts like. So whatever you're looking at is what expands. Spirit showed me once like someone with a fire hat on, and they had a fire hose attached to it, and the fire hose was constantly on full blast, all this energy flowing out, and whatever you looked at was what grew. And so when we focused in on what we didn't want in our life or fear or whatever, it's like it's growing. And I remember, because spirit, when I was learning this for in my own journey, I was like, why is this stuff happening there? Because you're looking at it. And I go, well, what am I supposed to do? And they just gently go, once you look over here at what you're grateful for and what you do want to have in your life, and you're like, well, what happens with that? Why is it growing again? Because you're looking at it. So when you look at it, it grows. Just trust that it's shrinking while this is expanding. I'm like, are you sure? And they're like, yes, just keep looking over here. And so when I would catch myself looking over here, I'd be like, oh, that's right. Gently look, and don't beat yourself up when you're focusing on something that you don't want in your life, because we're taught to look at our fears, we're taught to look at accidents and look at destruction. And it's like, well, let's look over here, what do you want to have? And I feel like this is the power that you're stepping into right now. So that is what they have for you, butterfly. So I like it. Many, many blessings to you. All right. So we'll continue moving down the list. Hey, Cynthia. Hello, hello. So will you and Eric, Leo, make things work in a relationship? Or are you really wasting your time to move on? Let's see what Spirit wants to let you know regarding this right now. All right, so you do have those. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, actually, they give you 5 cards, so they evidently want you to have this message, because you do have the Full card, which is ending of old cycles, moving forward. You have the 3 of Earth, which is being true to your authentic self, and the 5 of Fire, which is transformation of your energy, something that feels conflicting in your life. So with all of these, it's basically is saying move on, because the Full card is stepping forward into a new journey and a new adventure. You also have the 3 of Swords, which is the heartbreak and disappointment, and really looking at your expectations around what wish fulfillment really is for you. They're really taking you into the 3s are about looking inward for you, being true to your authentic self, not being swayed by what you feel expectations are supposed to be and should be and need to be, but really getting to know you, getting into your being, your heart. What is it truly deep within you, connecting to your higher self? What would wish fulfillment really be for you? And it's not about, it's leaving behind all the old cycles and the old beliefs and starting a new adventure and a new journey. So it is a time for really focusing in on you, not spending energy in the outside world. Because that whole thing of doing what we always did, getting what we always got, you'll keep drawing in the same type of individual until you look into that and see what you want to transform and what you want to change. Raising that self-love vibration to a higher level brings in new, but when we're at those, the fears of losing conditional love and we're in those old beliefs, we keep on just ordering. It's like having an automatic order, on Amazon where it just keeps ordering it. And it's like, how do I unsubscribe from this? I don't want this anymore. And it's unsubscribing from the old ways of thinking and raising your vibration to higher. So that's what they have for you, Cynthia. I know. Hang in there, hang in there, sending you lots of love and many blessings. But that's what they have for you. They're like basically saying, move from out there, move in, not even move on, but move inward, is what I feel. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue moving down the list here. All right, very good, Butterfly. Many blessings, thanks. All right, Petra, hello, hello. Could you ask a career question and positive change on the horizon? Sure, let's take a look here and see. So we'll probably pull 2 cards. That is for your first question and then the second. So the first one here, career, and then the other one is about positive changes. All right. So career, we have the Queen of Earth here, which is abundance. It is harvest. It is new birth. It also is Mother Nature, Mother Nurture. So I feel like for career, a big piece of this is to make sure with whatever decisions you're making towards a career is make it selfish. Make it about what you're wanting, what you truly want, what is healthy for you. Not trying to live up to other people's expectations and supposed do's and need to's and all that stuff, but what truly would make your heart sing? What would make you feel like your life is just full? And not because it's living up to other people, it feels safe and secure, but it's like what makes your heart sing with this. So I really like that for you as far as career and making decisions about what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to do it. How do you uniquely want to express this beautiful unconditional love in your heart with the world? And that's what's coming in there. Positive changes on the horizon. I do feel here with the Ace of Swords, you are seeing things from a different perspective, which brings in new opportunities. The Ace of Air could be new communication coming in, new ideas coming in around here as well. So the positive change, I really feel like the more you focus on this, you get some new ideas on what you want to do and how you want to express and where you want to invest your energy regarding career. So that's what they have for you right now, Petra. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue, like I said, moving down the list here. We have Sonu Mahashwari. I might have murdered that. My apologies. And you want to know what are the true feelings and intentions of Anshul towards Kalani. All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit would like you to know. All right, so what are the true feelings? Well, I don't know if they have feelings. They've got a lot of thoughts. Maybe they're an air sign, because you've got the Ace of Air, which I just put in and came flying back out, which is new thoughts, new ways of looking at things, and the Six of Air is also Swords, which is a switching, changing from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking. So their intentions or their thinking about it are changing. And the Emperor card here is they're really stepping up into their power, and they have been listening to a lot of opinion from other people. The Emperor, if you think about, has a room full of advisors, people blabbing in their ear about what they should do, supposed to do, need to, have to do, must do. And here's all this communication, the changing of their mindsets, the changing of their thinking because they're telling everyone to step out of the throne room, and they're going to be making a decision about what they want. And so there is this movement of communication that's going to be coming up here. And I feel like it's a positive one. I feel like where they have thought about them before, that there is this more pure viewpoint that they're taking regarding them. And so, it's like maybe other people were saying, negative, derogatory things or whatever because out of their own jealousy or their control, like, no, 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 I want you to be with this person or I want you to be with this type of person. And everyone having their own rules and all these, dreams they have for them, but they're changing the way they're perceiving them. And I feel like it's in a positive way. So that's what's coming in right now. So new. So many blessings to you. And we'll keep moving down the list here. And you're welcome, Petra. And you have love within. So anything that comes out, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right, go to that one, those two. All right. Okay. Yeah, you definitely have this message here of some endings and beginnings coming in here. This rebirth. You have the transformation card coming in. And you have the 10 of air, the 10 of swords, which is letting go of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. Like you're just sick and tired of trying to live up to a bunch of expectations or trying to make people live up to expectations. And there's this rebirth that's happening. I feel like it's could be around love and romance, because you have the Ace of Water, which is this new love, new ways of looking at love, filling up with love and overflowing with love. And so I feel like there is this rebirth happening with these, because the 10 is the endings and the new beginnings. Normally it's someone like laying down, like they almost look like they're dead, and there's 10 swords stuck in their back, which they're not dead. They're exhausted from trying to live up to all those rules, those supposed tos and those shoulds and those need tos and have tos, everything that we're taught as we're growing up. And so there is this, big ahas that are happening. And it's kind of more I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I'm trying to live this life of love and finding love on this very, very thin plank, and it's like the blinders. You're letting expectations go, which bring in more opportunity and show a whole new way of looking at life and love because of it. So I like it for you. It's really looking into those fears of losing conditional love and going, why do I even care about all that? And you're releasing yourself from it. So I like it. All right. So that's what they have for you, love within. And hey, Mahipus Ruby. Hello, hello. And you want to know feelings of Jevi towards you. So let's take a look here and see how they're feeling towards you today. Let's take a look here. All right. So you do have this, the High Priestess here is really this message of you stepping back into your high temple to really look into your own thoughts and your own beliefs and your own mindsets. Really, there's a lot of Pisces energy, of course, happening right now. And I feel like this is you looking inward, because there is this nudge, because the 4 of fire represents, like, it can be a marriage card, and it wants you to look into what are you really searching for? What do you feel you'll gain from this commitment from a marriage? And they're wanting you to really understand it by stepping into your High Priestess temple, connecting to the spirit world, going behind the veil, diving deep into your emotions and going, how are you defining yourself by this? It's a huge piece right now. I know I feel like you've asked this question around their feelings for you. And I know they gave you tidbits in last readings. So if you haven't checked those out, make sure to do that. But I feel like they're at this point now that they're showing you this is what's important for you to understand with your feelings and your relationship and energy you're putting towards them. They're having you take a step back and really look into it to find out, why is this important to you? How are you using it to define you? And really look into that. So that's what they have for you right now, Mahibis Ruby. So many blessings to you. And up next, we have Momo Batiste. So, hello, hello. Can you tell what's coming for you in the next 2 weeks? Let's take a look here to see what Spirit wants you to know here. All right. Well, you have a lot of different things here. But I feel like what's happening here, you have the Five of Fire, which represents like the energy that you're feeling. The five, it starts off feeling like conflict in the, so I feel like at the beginning of the next 2 weeks, there's something that just feels very agitating. It's like I said, it feels like conflict, competition, like you're battling against someone. But then there's balance that comes in, because I like these two cards, because the Six of Air, which is swords, it's your thoughts, your beliefs, and your mindsets. The Five of Fire is a number of change to it. It starts off feeling like conflict, but it ends up turning into something that feels more kinder as you go throughout the 2 weeks. And the movement of your thought and belief changes over these 2 weeks, because you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords, she rules over thoughts and beliefs and mindsets. She has the Ace of Swords, which allows her to see things from a higher perspective, from a place of unconditional love, from the spiritual type of mindsets. It allows you to cut away thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve you. So you move from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking during this period. And there's a balancing that comes in, because all the queens are given, like they roll over their suit of air, like in this one, she's air, but all the queens are given water too, which allows them to connect to the spirit realm and also their emotions. So it's a balancing of heart and mind that comes in here as well during over these next 2 weeks. Whoa. So if something triggers you with that Five of Fire, these emotions that come up, boil, 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 and you want to go to battle. You breathe and you take a step back, and your mind, your higher mind, balances things as you see things from a different perspective, and you're going, okay, that person is saying this and doing this. It's not about me. They're going through something. They're fearing something, and so they're expressing it this way. So rather than me continue to be in fear and to engage in that, I'm not going to accept the invitation to go into an argument or a battle. I'm going to see things from a different perspective, so that I can go, okay, what they're doing and saying is not about me. I'm not going to take it personally. It's because they're in fear and they're feeling out of control. They're feeling unsafe, and they're saying things and doing things to try to feel safe again. So what can I do to help them feel safe, so that we don't go to battle, and instead it transforms into something deeper and more caring on the other side of it. So that's what they have for you, Momo. Many blessings to you. All right, so we'll continue moving down the list here. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone. Hey, Melinda, if you're still here from South Africa, hello, hello. All right, so it looks like the next request is Divya Agarwal. Apologies if I mispronounced that. You like a general reading? Let's take a look here. All right. So you do have this new beginning that's coming in here. With the King of Air, they roll over all the thoughts, the beliefs, the mindsets. All the kings are given a second portion of air. So this is a lot of thinking around supposed to be, should be's, and need to be's. And I like this power that you're stepping into, because they have the Ace of Swords, like the Queen of Swords has, but they're able to really see things from a very, very high perspective, rooted in the beliefs around unconditional love, which takes you into this new journey. That's the first card in the major arcana. We just have moved from the world card, which is ending of old cycles, old beliefs, old mindsets, which is, I really feel is spawned because you have looked into this, you really questioned some of your fears that you have around whatever situations you're going through. And this is this encouragement of, if you have a fear of losing conditional love in some way, either because of relationship or situations or job, education, body, money, whatever it may be, whatever is boiling up is being boiled up for you to look at and question. You have the power to get to the root of it, which sets you free. It allows you to go on this new adventure that's so much more free from these expectations of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that have made you feel caged in the past. So there's this freedom that's coming for you with this questioning and this inner reflection. So I like it for you, Divya. That's what they have for you right now. So many, many blessings. All right. And we are to Ren Geronimo. And you would like a general reading. Hello to you as well. And I believe you are actually the last question that I have for the readings today. So thanks for your patience for us getting to here. All right. So Elizabeth will be the last one, possibly. All right. So Ren, let's take a look here. Wow. You have a lot of grounding energy here with all this earth that's coming in. Four of Pentacles 2 is a very stable number. Think of a 4 as like 4 huge legs on a dinner table or table. It's a very solid foundation. I don't know why they wanted a dinner table, but there you have it. And you have the Page, which is new ways of looking at your worth in relationship to the outside world. The Four of Pentacles teaches us that when we define our worth by the outside world, we feel very unstable, because what we're taught is to define ourselves by relationships, situations, and things, but all those things are unstable, right? People change, they pass away, they walk away, so relationships are unstable, situations, jobs, education, unstable, always changing. Possessions, our bodies, things, money, unstable, right? Constantly changing. It blows up, it burns down, it's stolen, it deteriorates, it breaks, whatever it may be. We eventually get enough of that instability that we're like bored with it, and we turn inward and we're like, oh, there it is. And this is where this new way of looking at your worth is coming in here, because you're turning inward and upward. And with this Page of Earth, you are seeing that the core of who you are is based on the unconditional, eternal love of the spirit realm. Eternal, which means it never, ever, ever, ever ends. That's very stable, a very stable thing to put your worth on. And then also, it's unconditional, meaning not even one condition, because that's all it takes for something to be conditional is one condition, right? Unconditional, nothing you have to do to earn it. It's just yours, and nothing you can do to lose it. So you find this very strong foundation by turning inward and upward, and you're recognizing that, the outside world seems to be designed to be unstable, and this is why this is always happening, and it's a wonderful transformation because there's power that you step in because of that. So I like it for you, Ren. So many, many blessings to you. And I think, let me just make sure here. Thank you so much, Rhonda. I love you too. All right. Yep. So we are down to Elizabeth Darcy. So thank you so much for your question here. And I do have these angel guide oracles. So you'd like an angel message regarding love life. So let's take a look here and see what they have for you. All right, here we go. You have opportunity and change. So that is great. Opportunities for love coming, changing regarding love. And let's see what message they have here. So as one door closes, another one opens. This is a time for change. So your angels are drawing close to support you in making the changes that you need to make to attract those opportunities and abundance. This is all regarding love. You may have experienced resistance recently or felt stuck, but the new beginning you are seeking is unfolding now. If you're hesitating over a decision or wondering what to do about a particular person, your angels are encouraging you to go with the new. So if you're like, oh, I don't know, I have this, maybe you've had a relationship or you're in a relationship. If you're like, I don't know if I should stay in it or not because it's not really going anywhere, you're like, new. Change might bring a sense of vulnerability or present you with the unknown, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings and gifts and what's important to you. Your guardian angel is waiting to guide you through the doorway of opportunity for love that's being offered to you now. The extended message for you, it says you are in a time of change and opportunity. Whether this involves a new role, a new career, a new opportunity, a new relationship, or child or project, know that it is blessed by the Creator and angels. This is an exciting time, and if you have apprehensions, know that this card is reassuring you that you are being supported by the divine. If you ask angels to lead the way, you will be guided by signs, intuition, and instinct. So move forward fearlessly, as this is a blessed time for you. So a very positive card coming in here for you, Elizabeth. I mean, I love the angels telling you, ask us, we will guide and we will open up, we'll give you all this. They honor your free will, but they won't meddle in your love life unless you ask them to. And they will bring what's, uh, for your highest experience. So, if we're willing of our own free will, we can ask them, come meddle in my love life, guide it to bring me my highest experience, give me messages and intuition and everything all over the place to guide me in the path that's for my highest. And they will. But they honor and respect our free will, that unless we ask, they'll only do the things we asked them to do before we came down here. But we can ask them every day, come meddle in my life, please. You guys have my highest good always in mind, and I trust you, and you guys know more, way, 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 way more than I do because you're outside of space and time. So I like that. So that is what they have for you, Elizabeth. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right. So I think that is everybody. Before everyone heads out, I do want to make sure that everyone's aware that I do weekly giveaways for personal recorded readings. And here is the link to the video. I am celebrating reaching 1,500 YouTube subscribers. So for the next 3 weeks, I am giving away a 1 hour personal recorded reading each Monday. And then in addition to that, I'm giving away a total of 15-minute personal recorded readings, 5 each of the next 3 Mondays. So on Tuesdays, I put out like a video like this that you just comment on and just watch it to make sure there's no other little extras in there. And then I'll have announcements on the Monday of the winners. So be sure to check that out if you're interested in doing that. If you want even more messages of love, if you check out my playlists, I have a ton of different pick of cards with a ton of different subjects. Also have the monthly readings for each zodiac sign that you can also check out. So I like that. I like that. Come meddle in my life. A new mantra. I like it. Very good. Very good. All right, everybody. Well, I don't have any other readings, so we're going to close out this session. I will be back tonight in about 6 hours. I do put out the announcement like an hour before, and you can put your questions in as soon as that comes out. So if you've subscribed, make sure to go into your settings for the notifications and make sure all is selected, because then you'll be notified of, when I'm going to go live, and you can go into the chat an hour before and start your questions to get in line. Also, of course, you get the announcements of the winners and when I put out new giveaways too. So be sure to do that. I am here Wednesday through Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And then on the weekends, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm also on it at 11 a.m. Mountain. So I also have, I offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below on the pricing and how you can book one if you're interested in doing that too. So that is what we have. So please know as you're going throughout each and every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you guys too. So until I see you guys again, have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you're at in the world. And until I see you again, much love to you, and you guys take care.